Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, Lenka.
Hey! Happy
Hello.
Monday! Happy Monday, guys!
Happy
Hello,
Monday. I can hear you.
everybody.
Wow! Yes! Woohoo! This one's a good one because we're talking about
Here
pain
we
today.
go.
We don't have pain in our lives. Nah.
No.
Oh, we don't. It's all transformed.
Oh, yes. It's a beautiful day in our neighborhood. Here we go.
It is. And you're getting kicked off that top square. You're down below me now, Mr. Steve.
Oh, that's okay. I don't mind. As long as I'm here and I can hear and you can hear, all is well.
It gets better.
Hey, there's our old friend Josh Mills. Good. I wonder if he's got a song for us today. There's Kelly Foster. Welcome, Kelly.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Josh, I need your phone number so we can have a chat.
Oh.
Hello. I can hear you.
And Amanda, thank you for being here. Amanda is always here for us. It's the one with the bear. She's just, yeah, she is always another one. She's just like
okay, Amanda the bear.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
It's such a blessing. And Josh is here. Josh, take the seat if you want to. Jump on. And we can certainly actually use one, a song. I think he's the music guy. So do a song for us on pain. He was. This one might be a good one too today on pain. So you guys can also jump on the panel with us, have a discussion with Stephen and ourselves, and as well.
Yay! Welcome.
Put questions in the chat.
Yoo-hoo.
So hey, Josh.
Oh, I see the guitar is close.
Robert, Stephen, Lanky, how are you?
Good. Thank you.
I have to.
Very good.
How about you?
Good to see you again.
I have to head to work shortly, but I figured it popped up to my notifications you were on, so no better way to start my Monday than with you guys.
Yay! Thank you.
So, do you have any ideas what happiness and pain are?
I was a guest on the first Happiness and Pain broadcast. We talked about my teeth, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm a seasoned veteran on Happiness and Pain now.
I'm a seasoned veteran of no more pain.
Some people say no pain, no gain. My motto is no pain, no pain.
Yeah, exactly. No pain. Lots of harmony, lots of gain.
That's really good.
Hey, well,
yeah, remember when we also always said no pain, no gain?
No pain, no pain.
Yes.
Yeah. Lots of harmony, lots of gain.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo.
Yeah, and it says sometimes it takes pain to be happy. I don't know about that.
Well,
I don't think it takes pain to be
I'll
happy.
be right back.
I don't think it takes pain to be happy, but it may take a little bit of pain to understand and appreciate happy.
I think what we're going to learn today is that pain has a purpose.
I already learned that, and it was awesome.
Hey.
You folks that are in the room that haven't heard the Happiness and Pain, you're in for a treat today, let me tell you.
Yeah. Pain as in letting go of toxic people.
For instance.
Well, that's true. I mean, if we let go of the toxic people, then what comes after that is the happiness, happy people that you want to be with and you'll spend more time with. And enjoy being around. The ones that brought you pain, yeah, you let them go. You let them go.
Spend less time stopping and letting go and leaving than we do joining, finding, and loving.
Yeah.
Put our focus on what we love and connect with what we love, and that is really a better idea.
Or you can live with the pain of for 40 years with your father and wake up one day and say, well, why did I do that for so long?
Yeah, I think there's a story in that. Maybe you want to tell the story.
Oh, the story. Well, the story is just it's pain because it really hurts the most. It hurts the very core of yourself because it's your dad, and when it's your dad, that makes well, I'm supposed to be a certain way, and then he comes along and wants to knock you off your pedestal and then hold a grudge for that many years, and then you're trying to make up for all those years until you finally realize I'm the one that's got to make it up inside of myself and be happy.
Yeah.
That's the pain. That's the lesson. And that was the whole lesson all along. It wasn't whether he was going to turn around and forgive me or anything like that. It was never going to happen. And
doesn't matter.
That's where I realized I can actually feel and express myself today. Thanks, Stephen. But it's to look at it from how much more beautiful it is to recognize what I know about happiness and that pain that I went through is that I can give it away. Give it away to others, not knowing, and I don't mean cover it up. I know it's there. I know it's present, but I understand that it doesn't have an emotional charge on it. If I do, I can actually turn it into something happy. I can actually speak of happiness. Or I could actually speak of a good feeling that can come up from it. The lessons that he taught me were incredible lessons on business, and they were incredible lessons on work ethics, and they're incredible lessons on the way I'm being today. So it's a gift. It turns that pain into happiness. And thanks for taking 40 blabs to figure that one out.
I think one of the best prescriptions for pain, emotional pain, especially caused by things in the past, be it family, friends, whatever. One of the best prescriptions for that pain would be forgiveness. I really believe that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The forgiveness part is great, but there's an emotional charge that. When that's through the forgiveness, but the beautiful part about it is there's more than that. There's like a happiness part of the gifts that you can actually. I turn it right away into the gifts he's given me.
Absolutely.
And I'm grateful for that.
See, this is what most of us don't understand. Is that no matter what is happening, good, bad, or indifferent, it wants to be great. And taking the message that it has within it and embracing that message to its fullest extent allows us to turn it into the highest blissful love, happiness that we have ever experienced. So it doesn't matter whether it's the deepest pain we've ever had or whether it's a general feeling of okayness or whether it's real happiness. Every feeling that we ever have wants to be the highest level of loving happiness that we have ever had. And so leading it to where it really wants to be is a skill that brings us to the greatest happiness we have ever known and ever will know, because it's all about that oneness with everything.
I get there's an interesting one here from Happiness is Pain. And what are you guys doing to me?
We are giving you loving happiness forevermore. That's what we're doing to you.
Yeah. And it is true. It is loving happiness. That's the whole point.
Don't see pain as your enemy. Don't fight pain. Embrace pain. Embrace everything that ever happens to us. Because by embracing it with great harmony, we get the lesson out of it, and it becomes more and more and more of the great feeling that we want to be.
And sometimes people can get it instantaneously, and sometimes it takes a process, like 40 years.
It doesn't ever have to take 40 years.
What was that?
I said most times it takes a process. Most times.
Yes. And knowing the direct process is one of the skills that I've been blessed with. And so I love to walk people through this. That's one of the things I do in my coaching. It only takes, I don't know, roughly an hour or so. And we take all of our pain and transform it into the highest goodness that we have ever imagined.
And that's the part that hard, and it's a process. It's a process within ourselves that we can choose our own visual images for the future, for the present and for the future. We just get to choose it each day.
We absolutely get to choose it. And when we take appropriate actions, then we get to live it. So a decision without action is not useful. But a decision with follow-up action.
An idea without follow-up.
Awesome. Oh, look at that. What a great compliment. Thank you very much. Whatever her name is.
Steve. Steve, I think. Steve, isn't it? It is a choice. Yes, it is. Thanks, Steve, for being
here.
It's
TL Stever. There we go.
What he's saying is you're his sensei in the dojo of life. So when you're in karate, when you go to karate, that's your dojo, and you guys are.
Oh yeah, got it.
I can't spell, man. So you figure.
I was picking up what you were putting down, Steve. That was a great compliment.
Thank you, Josh, because you saved me.
No, you were good. You were good.
That was a very beautiful compliment. Thank you.
No, seriously, I seek out people like you because I was just talking to another person saying how I like boycott the news 90% of the time. Not that I don't want to be aware of what's going on around me, but I would much rather hear this all day long than all the other crap.
Bless your heart, man.
So
awesome.
Thank you, Lisa, for being here. And you know what? That is, Steve, I appreciate that because you're right. If we can just have that conversation every day, we no longer need the news to listen to.
Yeah, and it negates the bad. It changes the bad to good.
It does.
Exactly. It's not the news anyway. It's the mess.
Yeah. Oh, you have to give it props for that one, Steven, because the mess.
They look around. They find the biggest mess they can.
Yeah, and just spread it all over.
In one sense, I find that mainstream media is just rich people paying rich people to tell middle class people to blame poor people,
and everything in between.
Rich people
getting everything in between,
paying rich people to tell middle class people to blame poor people.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, it's more than interesting. We're creating an interruption.
Right, exactly.
Amen to that.
And I know new props, Robert.
It's up to each one of us to grow ourselves into the happy being that we want to be. Nobody can do it for us.
Yep.
And it's only us who can do it. And if we do the work, we get the joy.
But Stephen and Robert are a good help along the way. Thanks, guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
They're like my life's wheelchair sometimes.
Well, Steve, what about you though, man? What do you think about pain and happiness? What in your life? I mean,
it's me. Right. You're talking to me.
Yep.
Just like a transformation. Like when I had a pretty rough get-go, like at the beginning of my life, and took just a long period of time to find happiness, to actually know what it was. Like I could laugh and stuff like that, but it was almost like I was like faking it. And then I started like, I can't remember who said it, but they're like, be a lifelong learner, and in that quest of being a lifelong learner, I came across a bunch of really like good people that like they became like my mentors, and I always kept hearing the same thing over and over again. Your life is what you make it.
That's true.
Your life is what you make it. And you can go along saying, oh, this is crappy. I hate this. I don't like that. And you don't even, people don't realize that negativity that gets drawn to you by that. So
it's so.
We're always, what's happening to us is actually happening through us.
Right.
So all we have to do to change it is change us.
Yeah, and people don't. I think I talked to you guys before about this. People don't. It seems like anyway to me, people do not want to take responsibility for. They want to put it on something else, somebody or something else, so that way it's like they can blame it, like it becomes a blame.
Exactly.
It drives me crazy. Like I used to do that, and now like I'm one of the people that are like, wake up,
Blaming and complaining are sure markers of unhappiness.
Yep. Exactly.
And what I like to, I know the process, Stephen, that you've walked me through a process, but rewriting that history, turning that history from that pain and reviewing it really lightened up the energy within inside of myself, so I could visualize the future as different happy moments that you could have. We don't get, where did we get this if we would have known this? The last time I remember LifeSpring, it did it along the, kind of woke me up a little bit, but not like this, not like reframing your past. That's the only thing we have control over is the past, and we can actually reframe it.
Right.
We have control over the past and the present.
Life is plasticity now. That's what I come to understand. It's not set in stone. And there's an illusion that it is, and it's not.
It's not actually life. It's our way of living that matters.
Yep.
This idea of thinking of it as life makes it this big, amorphous, unchanging rock. When we think of it, life is so complex and so big.
Right.
If I think of my own way of living, then it's me moving through each day. Every minute and every second and every hour counts. And every day counts. And so transitioning from this idea of life to my way of living brings me personal responsibility, and it gets me moving, which is happiness, is moving. Living is moving. That's how you tell when something's not living. It stops moving.
Boy, it's a simple concept.
It is.
Guys, I don't want to interrupt. I got to head to work.
Oh, yeah. Have you got some music for us?
Do I have time? Yeah, I have time for one song, I guess.
Okay, go, man, go.
Yay! Music.
All right.
Oh. When is it the world won't spin so fast? Trying to keep up with what we're told is right, directed where to go. When is it the world won't spin so fast? I think it's time we band together. I think it's time we take control. I think it's time we band together. One by one we let them know. When is it the world won't spin so fast? Hanging like strings from a puppet in someone's traffic. Crazy circus show. When is it the world won't spin so fast? We can be true to who we are and tell the world right where to go. When is it the world won't spin so fast? I think it's time we band together.
Yeah!
I think it's time we take control. I think it's time we band together. One by one, let them know. When is it the world won't spin so fast?
Wow. Wow, guys.
Good job, Josh.
Thank you, Josh. That was awesome.
Oh, cheers!
Very nice, very nice.
I love sharing music with everybody. I love that.
That's
awesome.
Thank you very much, and good luck in your work.
Oh yeah, I said kids get hungry real quick if I don't do that. So
Get hungry quick. You know why they get hungry quick?
well, apparently they want me to feed them every day.
They're really alive.
Apparently they want to eat every day. Every day. They just ate yesterday.
What's up with that?
Guys, this was a great way to start my Monday. I feel way better going into work now. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Nice
That
meeting you,
was,
You too, Steve. I followed you, and we'll hook up again some other time.
All right, I will follow you too right now.
All right, everybody have a good day.
You
Think
too.
of me. I'm going to sweat.
Okay.
good job, man. Totally.
Hey, that was really good.
What a gift that was.
Yeah. So why hold on to pain is my question. Why hold on to pain? I don't see any good in that. You know, it's just questioning the self. It's just deterioration of health. It's just costing more and more money. So why do we hang on to pain?
People say you get a benefit from it.
Yeah, there can be a secondary benefit. A lot of times it's attention, or it can be rest. If they won't give themselves a rest, then the body will create enough dysfunction that they need to take a rest.
Wow, you just blew my mind. I'm serious. I never heard it put that way. That's awesome.
True. Well, if you ask people when they're sick, you know, what is the benefit of this for you? Mm-hmm. Then a lot of times you'll get a rest.
Yes.
And I do that. I ask people that question, so I know.
So they'll tend to want to sleep more.
Yeah, they get to sleep more. They get to be pampered a little bit, and they get to, take a break and rest. That's what they want. That's what the body wants.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The body is a 100% truth-telling machine.
Yes, yes, yes.
So if you want to know anything, if you want to know the truth about anything, just ask the body. I do that all the time.
So true.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's interesting because will tend, everybody thinks they need 12 hours of sleep or whatever, 8 hours of sleep. Something like that.
Whatever. Yeah.
So when they sleep longer than that, they're not
Avoiding.
Avoiding. Wow.
And hey, don't get me wrong. We've all done it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We've all done it. And most of us are still doing it in some way, including me.
Oh, not you.
Oh, even little.
Yeah.
So, but the more we engage, then the more everything comes to fall into place. So the more we go to take the important actions to break through the fear and to take whatever steps are required, and we all know what those steps are, then whenever we do that, then we start getting what we want.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as we don't do that, we keep on getting more of what we don't want. So that tends to be less fitness, less health, less wealth, less relationships, those kind of things.
So that's where the pain creeps in.
That's where the pain eventually, like it starts off being discomfort,
mm-hmm.
and then it becomes emotional pain, and then it becomes physical pain, mm-hmm. and then it becomes world pain.
Because world pain turns around, they're going to commiserate with somebody else.
Because misery loves company. Well, guess what?
Yep.
So does happiness.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Why are we all here? Because
Right.
we love company.
I'm addicted to happiness.
Me too. And learning.
Yep.
Because they go hand in hand.
They do go hand in hand, and you feel better. You have less illness. You have less colds. I haven't gotten a cold, and I usually get a cold, and 2 or 3 times a year. I haven't got one.
There you go. And I haven't either in years. In the last, 7, 8 years, I can remember one time I got a cold, and it lasted for like a day and a half, maybe 2 days. And then it never got severe at all. Why does that happen? Well, that happens because I accept everything that comes to me. I embrace it.
So you take it on, so you can circle that energy. You can put lights through that particular
Everything
energy.
that comes to me has either a reward or a lesson in it for me.
Amen.
Everything is a reward or a lesson.
Yep.
So if I am open to learning and changing me, and I am open to receiving my rewards, because that's another trick. Make no mistake. Many of us don't receive well.
How can we improve on that? Because that's also painful, not being able to receive.
Yeah. So start practicing. So when people give you a compliment, just say, thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
I did say it.
So often, though, when people give us a compliment,
just a simple thank you. Yeah, and I'm the one that doesn't say, everybody gives me compliments.
I was nothing.
Yeah, I was nothing.
Oh, yeah, you're just
and I meant everything to them.
Exactly.
And
so thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for that lesson.
Yes. So start practicing that way, and then start believing in yourself that you are worthy to receive.
Yeah.
So that's learning about loving ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the biggest lesson that you learn growing up, at least it was with me, is learning to, like, sometimes it's all right to put yourself first. Like, you know, and treat, because you're not going to, like, the plane scenario with why, you know, you're supposed to put your oxygen mask on first, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to help anybody else. So
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so important a point. If you give away everything you have, then you have nothing left to give.
Right, exactly.
But if you continually feed yourself, grow yourself, nurture yourself, care for yourself, then you have steadily more and more and more that you can give.
Yeah, it starts snowballing.
Keep on learning, keep on growing, keep on performing. Then you can give more and more to more and more. And you absolutely cannot do that unless you give to yourself first. But it doesn't take much time to give to yourself. You can give to yourself in the first hour or two of the day. And then you can give tons for the rest of the day because you are already looked after. You are already filled up.
That's huge.
That is huge. I was just thinking that same thing, Robert.
Start your day by blessing you. Conduct your day by blessing everybody around you. That's how it all works really well.
Mm-hmm.
Mind blown again.
Hello.
So, Steve, what do you do, Steve?
I kind of in between things right now, and I thought that was going to be a tragic fall into the black abyss of, oh no! But I've been taking care of it. Like I'm like, I know something's going to come along. I know I'm going to, you know, it's just one of those things I have to learn, like, how to adjust to it. And that's another one of those metaphor things that I use every day, because everybody's like an airplane. No airplane makes a straight shot to where they're going. They go veer off course this way and that way a little bit, and you have to have that direction to land the plane. So that's the way I look at it. Okay, it may be bad right now, and it might be that, you know, bills aren't getting paid right now, but it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. So
we get clarity on what we want, and then we just start talking to people about what we want, and then act where the opportunity arises.
Right. Yep.
And eventually it works.
Yep. But you can't give up. That's the thing. I mean, and it may take, you know, a while to get that, but
avoiding brings us nothing we want.
Right, exactly.
Engaging brings us everything we want. So engage with yourself, engage with those around you, engage with those you meet.
Very good.
That's why I like hanging out with you guys.
Well,
you keep me centered.
Yeah.
Well, somewhat centered. I don't think anybody could be perfect center, but
yeah, I think you did. I think you're doing it well on your own.
No, thank you.
Good hint. I think you are.
Yeah, exactly. You sort of come across that way.
And let that be a lesson to you people that think books are stupid.
There you go. That's a good
Get a load of this. Everybody is born a genius.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, just we forget.
And it's only the non-belief that we pick up during our lifetimes that makes us anything less. So the point is to let go of all the non-belief.
And
that is the biggest part of personal growth, is letting go of the untruth. So
you're doing a pretty good job of it, Steve, by the way.
Don't tell anybody.
I won't. Nobody.
Natural state of joy.
But that is your story. That is your story, and people need to know it.
And it's like this. Like I was like dreading being old when I was young. Like I was like, I don't want to get old. I don't want to get old. And now I'm 47 years old, and I was like, wow, I was so stupid back then. Like I was so ignorant. I know that's a bad word to use, but that's what I felt like. I was like, you are so naive, Steve.
Yeah, but that's because you didn't know about learning.
Right.
So when you live the learning life, it's just joyous getting older.
Yeah, it is. It's like I wouldn't trade it. I would not want to go back to my early 20s if you paid me $1 million.
No. And the other funny thing is that if you don't do this, then you regret every year. Every year, oh God, I'm another year older. Oh no, what's happening to me?
Right. Right.
Whereas if you do, you go, oh yes, another great year. Look what happened through me. Hamza, hello.
Hi, Hamza.
Oh, I don't think he's living long, but I doubt he's getting old is cool though. Depends on how you get old, in my perspective.
Right.
Because I think just getting old, just like getting anything, is not really that satisfying. But aging gracefully, actively, I think is hugely satisfying. And I have seen people online in their 90s that look like they're 50 and just hopping and bopping and rocking it. And that inspires me immensely. So I would agree that getting old is not a good idea. But aging actively and gracefully is hugely fun, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Can you imagine being in your 90s and being a yoga instructor? Can you imagine being in your 90s and being a competitive salsa dancer?
Wow.
There's a lady who does that. Can you imagine on your 100th birthday running a marathon?
Oh, wow.
There's a guy who did that.
Wow.
I can imagine me doing all that stuff.
So are you writing a book, Steve?
Chris.
Steve, are you writing a book?
Yeah, it's kind of just more like a bucket list kind of thing. And I just, it's fun. Like, it's fun to me to do. I don't have a deadline. I just add to it a little bit each day and stuff like that. And,
Nice.
Yeah, it's just a kind of a goal, but without any solid ending to it.
Well, you're seeing it. You're actually seeing it.
Yeah, and it's
experience. I like that.
Yeah, that's what I used to like limit my experiences until I figured out how freaking boring it was. And I was like, get out, because that's another valuable lesson I learned, and I learned it from you guys, listening to you guys, is jump out from that comfort zone. You don't have to do it every single day, but test yourself. And that's where the zest comes from.
Dare yourself. Test yourself.
Yes.
Yes.
Dare something great.
Yeah, that is so important, because what we don't understand is that the comfort zone is not a zone. It's always shrinking or expanding. And if we do nothing, if we avoid, it's shrinking down, 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 down. And if we expand ourselves and go through fear and do more and be more, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And that is whether we are avoiding or engaging.
Learned so much from you guys.
Everybody's moving, whether we think it is or not. That's why this idea of life as an unmovable thing is so false. Everything is moving, and it's moving in one direction or the other. And it only moves in the direction we want when we take action. And so action is the key.
Action is the key with intent. Is there anything accumulating that we can actually have an intent in there?
Oh, yes, because action without intent is chaos.
Yes, it is.
So intention, purposeful intention, is very important.
Okay.
Welcome back. Yoo-hoo.
Yes, thank you. That I just hear you. Nobody else. That I'm trying to figure out how it's working, but.
Woohoo!
There you go.
Very good, very good. So here we are, and what we want to do then is to embrace pain, embrace joy, embrace mediocrity, find the lesson in them, and take action on the lessons to grow ourselves and get to be a bigger person. Not a physically bigger person, but a psychologically, emotionally, action-oriented, achieving bigger person.
Yes, yes, yes.
So you can. And when you do that, you can do small things. Like we can do small increments of being a larger person in some way.
Actions every day. Most actions are small anyway.
They're just
it's
small.
only over time that they become big. You know, like Steve, like you're doing with your book. That's how I wrote my book. You know, you start one day and you write something. Nothing happens until you start. And then if you stop again, then nothing ever gets finished.
Right.
And the world is littered with unfinished projects.
That's true.
Yeah, and it has a potential for greatness.
They
exactly.
serve nobody. So then it's only when we are taking action regularly, consistently, until we're getting closer and closer, better and better, and finally we get it done, that we get satisfaction. You remember our friend Mick Jagger. I get no satisfaction means I won't take no sufficient action. That should have been the second verse.
That should have been the second verse. That's a good metaphor, right?
I think I've said that here before. You know the word satisfaction. You see that it has action at the end of it. The prefix satis in Latin means enough.
Oh, wow.
So,
well, that was really great there today when he played. Yeah, exactly. You know, when he played that guitar, that was really awesome.
That was awesome.
That was actually very touching.
Yeah, and I like this song.
Yeah, it was nice. And the way he brought it, and the way he incorporated and brought it together, that was nice.
Yeah. Let's bring it together.
I'm going to get off of here. I got to run, but I was so glad that I was able to actually talk to you guys for a little bit because I'm serious. I'm absolutely serious. What's that?
It's been a delight to talk to you as well.
Oh.
And come back anytime. Yes. Really great to see you, Steve.
So
guys.
Steve, what?
Oh, go ahead.
What are you serious about?
No, I was just serious about like I was telling a friend of mine the other day, this stuff here, some people think it's all mishy-mashy, nonsense or whatever.
You can think whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was like, okay, I know not to express myself in the happy, loving manner that I should treat you with because you don't want it. So I'm not going to give it to you.
What I often say is, I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing it for me.
Right. I'm going to be
everybody doing for himself.
Yeah. Be selfish for.
That's welcome, but it's
exactly. Be a little selfish. You did it. You jumped on here for you.
Yeah, I didn't do it for you guys.
You didn't do it for us. You did it for Steve, and that's what you did.
Oh my God, I love you guys seriously, and thank you so much for coming on Blab all the time and just bringing new angles to life for me to deal with. So
you are very welcome. Happy to have you on board.
All right, take care, you guys. Have a good.
Godspeed.
Thank you.
Woo! Well, that's been a fun day here. There's no doubt about it. So pain can be your friend, just like joy can be your friend, just like mediocrity can be your friend, but not to stay there. We don't need to stay anywhere. So if we think we're staying, we're actually sinking. Let's be moving. And as we're moving, let's be growing. And then we are feeling the joy. It's really fairly simple in the end. Is move purposely forward.
Purposely.
Yeah.
And purposefully is setting an intent, even on the smallest things.
Yes.
What's our intent for today? What's our intent for this blab? What's our intent for
this minute, this hour,
this thing that's coming up? And poof, we've got to run. Thank you, Lisa, for being here. I appreciate it. So, absolutely. You know, the gifts that we receive is the clearer and deeper understanding of why we are the people that we inspire to be. So yeah, that's the cool part.
Yeah, no kidding, eh?
Yeah.
At the end of our days, it matters who we are today.
So I enjoyed this guy. He's a Catholic communicator, and it's Padre. I would love to have you come on, Padre. And
hello, Padre. Welcome.
Hey, there he is. Woohoo!
All right, here he comes. Hello, Padre. We'll give him a couple of props.
Hey, Padre.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
You're welcome.
Happiness and pain. How does it relate to you?
I think it's what the Pope said in his message, the joy of the gospel. So being a Christian is also being joyful, is connected. That's why the Beatitudes says, blessed are the ones who are happy.
Yay. Thank you.
Bless the ones for those that are happy.
That are happy.
You said?
Yes.
Yeah. And why not?
True.
Because they're doing good in the world.
And
they're
why
doing
not?
good in the world. Because when you do good, you feel good.
Yeah. So I think if someone is happy, it means that it has God in his heart.
Ah, yes. This is very good.
Well,
when someone is happy, it means that they have God in their heart.
I like that.
I agree, because in my view, happiness has a twin, and that twin is love. And God is love.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you have seen all the people are close to God, they are happy. Like they could see Mother Teresa of Calcutta. All the people said why she was always happy. You could see Pope Francis, he's always smiling, and that's why he gets a lot of people following him.
Yeah, exactly. He's always giving. He's always gentle on people's hearts, and he's doing good work. That's why he's always happy, and that's why everybody is following him. Everybody loves him because he loves everybody.
Yeah.
That's very observant of you, Padre.
I think it's very important. For me as a priest, I always like to be happy, and they say that people that they are happy, they live more. Yeah.
You are a priest, aren't you? What? Now it explains where that consciousness came in.
There's actually a study that proves that. It's called the 100 Nuns study.
Yes.
So they took 100 nuns because they had really good records on them. They lived in the nunnery. And if there's another word for that, you can let me know. And because they had accurate records of not only, what they did, and they ate the same food, they lived in the same environment, they had the same routine. So the only thing really different about them was their emotional state. And they had recorded their emotional states in these regular things. And they did the studies on these 100 nuns, and the happiest one lived, if I recall correctly, was between 10 and 20 years longer.
Yeah, that's it.
So, be happy. Happiness is life.
Yeah.
Wow.
Heather,
Padre, well,
hello,
thank you
Heather.
for that.
Hello, Harvey.
Yes.
Welcome back. So would you like to say anything else, Padre?
Where are you from?
Guatemala City, Central America, where I worked in Maryland.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
So how do you like being in Maryland?
I like it very much. I work here with immigrants from different countries, especially from Latin America. And I am a communicator, so I have radio programs, and I always like to encourage people to be happy. And I have done programs about the encyclical of the Pope, The Joy of the Gospel. So I think that's a good material that I recommend you to read, that encyclical of the Pope, The Joy of the Gospel.
Nice. I really like that idea.
That's really good. And it's inspirational to recognize that the gifts that you just gave us here for being on this show, and the thoughts and the consciousness that came in, it's really a nice feeling. Thank you, Padre.
Thank you. So I have a friend here in the local area who is a rabbi, and he also has a radio show where he spreads positive news and things like that. I've been on his show a couple of times, and he does a local thing called the Kindness Week, where he goes around encouraging people to spread random acts of kindness.
Here's a random act of kindness, Padre, that you brought to the table today. Someone just in the chat just gave us, his name is Harvey Perlman. I feel happy when I buy a meal for a hungry person who doesn't know you did it. I feel happy when I give.
That is true. And I want to tell you an anecdote about the Pope when he came to the United States. Yes.
Right.
President Obama invited him to be in a meal with important people. But he said, I would prefer to be with the homeless. So he went to a parish, and then he gave food to the homeless during an hour, and he ate with them. And that was joy. Instead of being with so-called important people, he said, my important people are the homeless. So
nice.
That is a very nice
I really like that. My important people are the humblest. Yes. I love that.
What a statement.
Yeah,
what a statement. He put Obama's people in their place. Poor guy.
You know what happened during this weekend too, that in the White House they had always a party during Halloween, and they give a prize to the best costume. And you know who got the prize? A little boy of 5 years old that was dressed as a pope. Yes. And then Obama was laughing because they made a little car like the Pope, and he was blessing all around in his car. Yes.
Nice.
Wow.
Well, it just goes to show you that the people can really tell the difference between real inner power and the trappings of power.
Yeah.
So that real inner power, in my estimation, is harmony. And the real outer power is aggression and violence.
Yes.
And in the end, harmony is much more powerful because it works even when you're not there.
There is a book from a Jesuit priest that is named "The Happiness Comes from Inside."
Yes. I also have a book here.
Yes.
It's a award-winning book. Happiness Works. Get yours here.
Yeah.
You can get it off my website. There's a link on the chat box. Happiness Works. Get yours here. It is also a great book to help you out getting what you want.
Also, Harvey was saying, I feel happy when I know I contribute to a total stranger.
Yes, I do that as well. Sometimes when I see people that are needing help, I love to give them help in ways that they don't expect. Like most people who really need help think that they need money. But if money is the problem, more money is not the solution.
No.
It's like Einstein said, you can't solve a problem at the level it was created, because the real problem is the attitude and the approach toward money. Because if you don't have enough money, it means you're spending more than you're getting. So if you get more, you just do the same thing. So what you need is to learn some new way of going about it. But sometimes I give them a copy of my book, or sometimes I give them some surreptitious hypnotic language coaching, or sometimes, you can give them food or things like that. And it's unexpected, but it's really helpful.
Thank you, Padre. I'm going to follow you. Follow me back, okay?
And I have people from different religions that follow me, because I always encourage people to follow Jesus and to be happy. So
nice.
A lot of my messages in my Twitter are to motivate people, especially in the morning when they get up, to have someone to encourage their spirit to be better, and to look for other people that are sorry or they're sad or what they are happening in their lives.
Well, we love Jesus.
Yes, indeed. All right. I think it's 3:00, so we should probably close down. But it's been a great day here. And just to recap, remember that whether you have pain or whether you have any other feeling, if you embrace that feeling and get its message and take action on that.
I can hear, but have a nice day, everybody.
Oh my God, you were here. We love you.
And you can get everything that you want working for you. So happy days, and let's laugh our way out.
Bye, Padre. Appreciate you. Bye. I'm Robert Allen. Thank you.